What I wish I knew at 25. It's a thought that visits me sometimes, not with regret, but with a quiet sense of compassion for the man I used to be. At 25, the world felt like it was spinning up into a dizzying array of possibilities and pressures. There was the career to build, the relationships to navigate, the person I was supposed to become. And beneath it all, a silent, churning current of financial anxiety that I felt completely alone with. I thought it was just me. I thought I was failing at some fundamental test of adulthood that everyone else was passing with ease. If I could go back, I'd tell that younger version of myself that the script he was trying to follow was a myth. I'd tell him that what he was feeling wasn't a personal failure, but a shared, unspoken crisis. Instead of pretending everything's fine, putting on that brave face at work, at family gatherings, with friends, I wish I'd known that the performance was costing me more than any bill ever could. Because here is the fundamental truth, the one that can begin to set you free. Money panic is not a character flaw. It is not a sign of weakness or laziness or a lack of intelligence. It is a deeply human response to a deeply stressful situation, one that is far more common than you could ever imagine. And no matter how lost you feel in it, I promise you, there's a way forward. A path that doesn't require you to be perfect, but simply to be present and willing to take one small step. Research consistently shows a staggering reality. Nearly half of men hide financial stress from their loved ones. Half. Think about that. In any room, on any bus, in any office, half the men are carrying a silent, heavy burden. They're worried about debt, about job security, about providing for their families, about saving for a future that feels impossibly distant. They're checking their bank accounts in the dead of night, their hearts pounding. They're saying no to social events, not because they don't want to go, but because the cost feels like a lead weight. And they're doing it all in silence. Why? Because they think they must be the rock. From a young age, we're fed a narrative of masculinity that equates strength with stoicism and equates providing with self-worth. We're taught that a man handles his problems alone. He doesn't complain. He certainly doesn't admit that he's scared, especially about money, which can feel like the ultimate measure of our competence in the world. This internal pressure becomes a cage. We believe we are protecting our families by hiding the struggle, when in reality, we are only isolating ourselves. And that silence, it's not a benign protector. It's a corrosive agent. That silence fuels anxiety, creating a feedback loop where worry feeds on itself, growing larger and more monstrous in the dark. Every unopened letter, every avoided phone call, every "I'm fine" becomes another brick in the wall you're building around yourself. It strips sleep, night after night. Your body is exhausted, but your mind refuses to shut down. It's a relentless calculator, running numbers, replaying mistakes, and catastrophizing futures that haven't happened. This isn't just a matter of feeling tired. Chronic sleep deprivation erodes your physical health, your cognitive function, and your ability to cope with the very stress that's keeping you awake. And it wrecks relationships. The secrecy creates a chasm between you and your partner. They sense the tension, the irritability, the distance, but without context, they may misinterpret it as a lack of love or a problem with them. Intimacy, both emotional and physical, withers. Arguments erupt over seemingly small things because the real issue, the financial elephant in the room, is never addressed. The very people you're trying to protect end up feeling pushed away. But here is the good news, the truly wonderful news. You do not have to tear down that entire wall at once. You just have to remove one brick. Small shifts cut the load. Incredibly small shifts. The journey out of financial anxiety isn't a heroic leap across a canyon. It's a series of deliberate, manageable steps on a clear path. It begins not with a lottery win, but with a decision to face the music, gently and with support. It starts with honest conversations. This is often the hardest and most powerful first step. Choose one person you trust, your partner, a sibling, a best friend. You don't need to have a solution. You just need to share the burden. Start with, "I've been feeling really stressed about money lately, and I haven't known how to talk about it." The relief that comes from simply speaking the truth out loud can be profound. It breaks the spell of isolation. Next, embrace simple budgeting. Forget complex spreadsheets and apps if they overwhelm you. Start with a pen and paper. For 1 week, just write down everything you spend. No judgment, just data. This isn't about shame, it's about clarity. You cannot solve a problem you don't understand. Once you see where the money is going, you can start making small, intentional choices. Maybe it's the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for savings and debt. Find a simple framework that works for you. If debt is the main issue, it's time for triage. Look into 2 popular methods, the snowball and the avalanche. The snowball method involves paying off your smallest debts first, regardless of interest rate, to get quick wins and build momentum. The avalanche method focuses on tackling the debt with the highest interest rate first, which saves you more money over time. Neither is right or wrong. The best method is the one you'll stick with. And don't be afraid to negotiate. Call your credit card companies, your utility providers. Explain your situation and ask if there are any programs, payment plans, or interest rate reductions available. You would be amazed at what a polite, honest phone call can achieve. Then, build a tiny moat. The idea of a 6-month emergency fund can feel impossible when you're struggling. So, forget that for now. Your first goal is $1,000, or even $500. A small buffer to protect you from life's inevitable curveballs, so a flat tire doesn't become a full-blown catastrophe. Automate a small transfer, $10, $20 each payday. Let it build quietly in the background. Automation is your friend. Set up automatic bill payments and savings transfers. This reduces decision fatigue and ensures your financial priorities are met without you having to think about it every single day. And finally, know when to call in the experts. This is not defeat, it is strategy. Asking for help, whether it's from a non-profit credit counselor, a fee-only financial planner, or a therapist, is a sign of strength. A credit counselor can help you consolidate debt and negotiate with creditors. A planner can help you build a long-term roadmap. And a therapist can help you unpack the emotional weight, the anxiety, the shame, the strain on your relationships. They are trained professionals who provide a non-judgmental space to help you move forward. Alongside these practical steps, we must reframe our mindset. Break the cycle of shame by reminding yourself, daily if you must, my net worth is not my self-worth. Your value as a partner, a father, a friend, and a human being has absolutely nothing to do with the number in your bank account. You are more than your debt. You are more than your income. You're allowed to be human and strategic at the same time. You can feel the anxiety and still take the next right step. The two are not mutually exclusive. So let's bring it all back to this moment. Right now. If money is stealing your peace, if it's the last thing you think about at night, and the first thing you dread in the morning, start with one tiny step today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Talk. Send that text. Make that call. Say the words out loud, even if it's just to yourself in a mirror. I am struggling with this, and I need help. Plan. Don't try to solve everything. Just identify one, single, next action. Write it down. Is it to list your debts? Is it to track your spending for one day? Is it to research a non-profit credit counselor in your area? Just one thing. This is how you begin. You talk, you plan, you take one small action, and then another. You let the light in, one crack at a time. You are not alone in this, and you have the strength to walk this path. It's time to reclaim your mind.